Let's go, y'all. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make leader stats. I kind of honestly made a video like this maybe like 2 years ago, about like 2 years ago and stuff, but it was really early, like when I was still learning scripting, because like the first few months of my YouTube channel, I really didn't understand a lot of stuff I was doing, to be real with y'all. Like I kind of understood it, but I was just really showing what I knew how to do, I guess you could say, and stuff. But now I obviously really understand. I won't be covering data stores because I already have like two separate videos on data stores, which I'll leave at the end of the video, so you guys can go check that out if you're interested in how to save values. This is simply just to make leader stats to where like you see cash, gems, kills, death like at the top in your leaderboard and stuff. So let's get straight into it. First things first, head on over to server script service and insert a server script. We can name the script leader stats script, right? Delete print hello world, and then you want to make a function. Game.players.player added connect function in parentheses with PLR, which is short for the player who joined the game, right? So upon a player joining the game, you want to give them leader stats, right? You want to store your leader stats, preferably in a folder, right? To hold like all your values and stuff. So let's make a folder. Local leader stats. Make sure you name it exactly as I name it, leader stats, right? So that it like shows up on the top right of your screen, on the leaderboard, I should say. Is equal to instance.new, right? Folder, then you want to parent it to the player. Then do leader stats.name is equal to leader stats, right? So you've created a folder to now store all of your leader stats values. Then you obviously need to make values. So let's make like two values. First up, cash. Local cash is equal to instance.new, right? Then you can store different types of values within folders and stuff. Obviously the top three most common types is obviously, booleans, which are true or false values, int values, which are string or number values, then regular number values. So we're gonna go to number value, comma, then you want to parent it to the leader stats. Then you want to do cash.name is equal to cash. Now you can't set the value manually from here. You can do cash.value is equal to 0, which I honestly would recommend you doing and stuff. It's always good, I feel like, just to have it all like typed out, so your script is setting everything up exactly as you want it to be set up and stuff. But if you don't set the value, it'll automatically by default set it to 0, so it would function the same. Let's make our second value. Let's make a string value this time. So local username. Let's do local user, or no, let's do user ID. Local user ID is equal to instance.new. Then you can make this a string value, right? And parent it to leader stats as well. Then do user, did not even do that. User ID name is the same as what we just typed. User ID. Just to clarify something, right? When you type a variable on a script, right, you also have to name said variable. If you're using the instance.new, like if you're creating an instance, you have to also name that variable. You have to set its name. If you were to create the instance, name it this is just the name of the variable. This isn't necessarily the name of the instance itself. This is simply just the name on the script, so you can reference it at it like within the certain parameters on the script and stuff. Because if I didn't include this, then it would just be by default string value and stuff. So we're setting the name. Then here's how you would set the value. So dot value is equal to player.user ID. That's simple. That's how you would set a value. You go ahead and play test this. You go ahead and click play. You'll see in the top right, and also open up in the player section, you see top right. Oh, for some reason it is not there. But if I go to player and I go to leader stats, see, I spelled it wrong. Yeah, see, there we go. I was confused. Okay, so make sure you spelled it wrong too. Leader stats. See, there we go. I forgot a T. So now if I click play, it should be in the top right. You should see cash. There we go. Cash, then my user ID, which of course is, a long number. So I have the leader stats folder, and then it holds the values, right? The hashtag means it's indicator of the value, right? You see number value, string value. My cash by default, as I said, will set to 0. It's parent to leader stats, and my user ID is set to my user ID. And as you can see, it appears in the top right. The more values you continue to add on, it will continue adding on. Whatever order you're creating the values in is the order they will appear in. I created cash first, so of course it's all the way to the left, while user ID is the second value. And yeah, it's really that simple. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I have another video where I cover how to make data stores, which is pretty much covering how to save values, whether it be saving it like upon a player leaving the game, auto saving in the middle of the game, or you click a button and it saves and stuff. I have videos that cover that, so yeah, I'll have those at the end of the video and stuff. But yeah, that's really how you make leader stats. If you wanted to make if you want to make value, if you want to store values inside the player, like inside of a folder of the player, but you didn't want it to appear like in the top right where like players can see, then you would just name the folder something else. So you could just name it. So like, look, if I just took away, like, if I do what I did in the beginning of the video, right? I forgot to put a T. Like I missed putting a T, so it didn't appear in the top right. So since I named it something else aside from leader stats, it doesn't appear in the top right. However, it does exist. It was created. It's just under a different name, and because the name doesn't match leader stats, it won't appear. So here's how you would have values that don't appear at the top right, but are still created and you can still utilize them. So that's how you make leader stats. Very simple and stuff. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, leave a like and subscribe. Links to join my Roblox group and Discord can be found in the description, as well as a link to become a channel member. You guys get access to all my models and scripts, early access to things, polls on what I should do, and yeah, stuff. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next video. Appreciate y'all for watching.